Hello, welcome to another episode of the Stitchy podcast, episode 61 I think. How are you? Hope all is well with you. Thank you for coming to join me, and thank you if you're one of our lovely new subscribers. That was so nice to have so many new subscribers over the last couple of weeks. So yes, I just thought I would pop on and show you what I've been up to in the last week. It's been a busy week actually, getting ready for sending out our second Country Diaries box, which is Blackbird in the Bluebells, and starting to get our Porcelain and Roses Selvage Chronicles. So it's been a busy week, but I have managed to squeeze in some stitching. So I've been putting a few more finishing touches to my nature journal from last year, but excitingly I have started things for my new one. So this is what I've decided to use for this year's nature journal, which is a tablecloth square, so it's this wide and the same deep, and it's got quite a lot of detail in it, but I'm going to work that into my stitching. So this is kind of going to be the size-ish for each month. So I think that works really nice, and I sort of ummed and ahed about it and decided this is what I'm going to use. It's got a nice thing at the centre as well, which I will fill in. And I have, so last week I showed you this, which I had the pattern for. I just had the stamped pattern on there, and I filled that in, and I've used a mixture of applique and some weaving and some, this is woven picot stitch here and here. Oh, I loved it. I did that last Saturday. That took me on and off most of the day actually, most of the afternoon anyway, and I love doing that. So this weaving here is very much inspired by Fleur Woods, who does beautiful embroidery, and the texture in her embroidery is really lovely. So she inspired me to try something that's new for me, mixing all of those things together. That will go into my nature journal. I'm not quite sure where yet, but it will. The other thing that I've done is I've stitched my little snowdrop, which is this you would have had in one of our nature journals last year. I'm pretty certain we sent this out as a design, and this was also, if you're one of our patrons, this is the one that was uploaded onto Patreon last week. So I've stitched it so that you can see what it looks like. That's going on my nature journal as well. I've also got that bigger that I'm going to do some applique on, because I'm loving applique at the moment. Oh, I was going to show you with this actually. I used for this a mixture of embroidery threads here, but the main weaving was actually done with 4-ply yarn, and I think it's a really nice mix actually. I meant to tell you that just in case you wondered what I'd done that with. And I've got another couple of bits that are going on to my nature journal, which they're pieces I'd done before, but I thought, you know what, I'm going to put them on and then just embellish them. And that's some lavender and my bee, because I'm going to put quite a few insects, I think, on this year's nature journal. That's what I'd like to do a little bit differently. Definitely more birds, lots of flowers, but I'm also going to put some insects. And I might do some different bees, because there are so many different bees. This is I think it's the white, well, it's got a white-tailed bumblebee, I think that one's called. So all of those are going onto my nature journal, which I will put them on this week actually, and then once they're on I'll start to stitch around them. And the other thing that I've been doing is very much inspired by a lady that I've just discovered, and I've got so much in common with her. Her name is Catherine, and she is K3N Cloth Tales on YouTube, and so many of the things that she does I love to do, and this is something I haven't done before, and these are her wonky log cabins, and oh, she got me completely fixed on doing it. So I've done some of these, all done by hand, which is what I love to do so much. And I love the way, what she taught me is to, I would normally have made log cabins before, just little panels, but I've stitched them all down like this, just stitched down so you've got seams. But she sort of taught me to, or taught in her video, that you can leave all these lovely raw edges. So I've enjoyed doing that. So I've made this one, and I've done one in pink. And she does another little video where she shows you how you can join them together. And I think what I'm going to do, I've got lots of blues all picked out. So I think I'm going to do blues. I'm going to do lots and lots of different colours, and this is kind of my favourite thing. I probably have most of them will be in these colour shades. But yes, I'm going to put lots and lots and lots of them together. What am I going to make? Don't know yet. Probably a cushion cover. But yes, that's been a joy. So I've spent a lot of time doing that this week in the evenings too. So the slow stitch video, the first slow stitch video that I've made, that's already been uploaded today. So I'm not quite sure what YouTube are going to make of 2 videos in one day. We shall see. There will be lots more coming as I do something in my slow stitching. I'll sort of tell you how I'm doing it. So I thought now I'd show you the blackbird in the bluebells, which we have so loved putting together. And I think that's such a lovely combination. The blackbird, we've got a pair of blackbirds in the garden who, they make that noise. I won't try and impersonate them as they fly away or you interrupt them. I think that's so lovely. And so you often hear the blackbird before you see it. And the bluebells, what can I say? They're just so uplifting. Can't wait to see the bluebells. So I'm going to show you that now. So do look away, because it's only just started to ship. It's mainly going to be shipping next week. So I don't want to spoil it for you. Our Country Diaries number 2, A Blackbird in the Bluebells. Spoiler, because I'm just about to show it now. We've so loved putting this together. So we've got, if you've ordered this, you've got 6 times 20 grams minis on our sock base. So these are representing the bluebells and all the myriad of colours that you get depending on the time of day. And then this is the main skein, which is again on our sock base, 45 meters, 100 grams. So this is very much representing the blackbird. You've got greys and blacks and browns representing the blackbird, and then the colour of the eggs as well as the touch of the bluebell colours. So that is your blackbird in the bluebells, and this is the pouch. Actually, there's a couple of different ones. So if you read, there's 2 different designs have gone out. This one and this one. And they're this is a lovely pure linen and cotton lining. And there's lots of other little bits and pieces in the box as well, which I'll leave to be a surprise, to do with for your stitching and your journaling. But these are your minis and this is your main skein. So I hope you love them. This month's, so Country Diaries number 3, is a song thrush in the blossom, and it's going to be so pretty. So Song Thrush and the Blossom, Country Diaries number 3, that's in the shop now. And this one, Blackbird in the Bluebells, it's going to be, we've started shipping and they'll be shipping next week too. So hope you love them too. Also wanted to share with you a few of the books that I'm reading. So this one I've shown you before, A Wood of One's Own by Ruth Pavey, not quite sure how to say your name, apologies. And this is absolutely lovely. I'm reading about 3 or 4 things at the moment, and this has been absolutely lovely because she's finding out about the wood and finding out about the history behind it. Really enjoying that. This little one, In the Country by J.H.B. Peel, which was an old book that I picked up. I've had this one a long time actually, but I'm reading through this again, which is lovely. That's really lovely. And the other one that I'm reading, that I've had for quite a long time, is Textiles Transformed by Mandy Patullo. Mandy Patullo. I've had this for a long time, and you'll probably be aware of Mandy. She does amazing things. But this book is just very... A lot of the things that are in here I already do, but she just gives you a different twist, and you think, oh, I didn't think of that. Didn't think of doing it that way. And she loves to reuse quilt. Oh, I can hear Willow in the background. Little quilt pieces, and sort of give them a second life. So this is another lovely book that I'm flicking through again, actually. So yeah, that's what I'm reading. What are you reading? What are you watching? And yeah, any recommendations? This little book, actually, I just wanted to read you this one. How wrong I was to think that soil and seedling slept while autumn tempests raged and winter willow wept. For birth of bud in spring revealed that seed and soil had spent the winter night awake in lover's toil. How lovely is that? So, happy Friday. I hope you have a lovely weekend planned, whether you are doing something special or just relaxing and chilling. Either is equally lovely. Have a look at the video, the slow stitch video, if that's something that interests you. Thank you so much to everybody that's joining in. Really excited about how many people are either keeping an actual stitch nature journal, which is very exciting, or just doing some stitching, or maybe starting some stitching. That's all lovely. So, and also, I don't normally say this about subscribing, but actually we're going to be putting all these slow stitch videos into a little playlist. So does that make any difference if you subscribe? I don't know, but if you do, it will automatically tell you if the new video's gone up, if it's something that you're going to be following. Anyway, whatever you're doing this weekend, have a lovely time, and I'll see you next week.